jaw-dropping conspiracy theories about the Illuminati. Hello, and welcome back, our dear infomaniacs, to Info Junkie TV. As you all know, on this channel, we leave you with new pieces of information that quenches your thirst for learning something new every day. Today's topic is not only interesting, but also very secretive. It's about a secret society that's basically a group of enlightened ones that attempt to take over the world. Yes, you've guessed that correctly. We are talking about the Illuminati. And if you haven't heard of them before, well, that's why we're here. We've got you covered. Let us start off by explaining to you what or who the Illuminati theory actually is. The word itself means enlightenment, which is why they are often referred to as the enlightened ones. This takes us to who they are. The group refers to a Bavarian society founded in the late 1700s. Their aim back then, and as it is now, is to, and I quote, put an end to the machinations of the purveyors of injustice, to control them without dominating them. Sounds complicated. Yet, what you get out of that is that this is a society that was created to control. Control what, you might wonder? Anything and everything that is. Yes, anything and everything. Now that we've learned a wee bit about them and are all on the same page, let us take a look at some of the most famous conspiracy theories about the Illuminati. And let me tell you, all of these theories are pretty bizarre in their own way, but the last one will have your jaw dropping. Number 9. The Rothschild family are the founders. Our first theory, which is one of the most commonly spread notions about the Illuminati, is that they were founded by the Rothschild family. A little background information on them is that they are the wealthiest Jewish family to ever exist since the dawn of time. They are originally from Germany, yet their authoritative wealthy business branched out from Germany to London, Paris, and Naples. But what businesses do they actually own? Well, money businesses. They are a banking family. They have created banks in all of those places mentioned. People believe their legacy does not end there, though. Some believe that they have continued to work, but in secret, and are in fact in control of the wealth of the entire world. That means all countries, cities, towns, and even villages. The entire world. Number 8. They orchestrated Watergate. This next theory claims that the Illuminati have and continue to orchestrate prime political events that have shaped our history. Hard to believe? Well, hear us out. Here is what's being said. All countries are controlled by their governments, yet there is not one government for all countries, is there? Apparently there is. The theory discusses how the Illuminati are in fact in control of world events. For example, let's take Watergate. Remember how Nixon turned into the most hated man in America after Watergate? Well, conspiracy theorists claim he was framed because Nixon's ego was growing over his foreign policy accomplishments with China, and he was considering dumping Kissinger, the Illuminati's agent in the White House, and assuming complete control. Number 7. They are responsible for 9/11. Who was really behind the 9/11 terrorist attacks? Was it the US government, meaning the Twin Towers were subject to a controlled explosion? Or is it another plan orchestrated by none other than the Illuminati? Let's take a look at what major event happened following this heartbreaking tragedy. Right after the incident, an intervention began in the Middle East. Looks a lot like modern-day imperialism. For those of you who don't know what that is, imperialism, introduced by the Brits, is colonizing other countries to extend your own authority over theirs. Back then, this was like a game of chess. The more countries you colonize, the better. How is that different from the intervention in the Middle East post the 9/11 events? Remember, the Illuminati has businesses all over the world, including the UK. They might have picked up on a few things here and there and decided to use them for their own benefit. Number 6. The assassination of John F. Kennedy. The third major political event these folks were thought to be responsible for is the assassination of JFK. There are many theories that have come up in an attempt to discover who is behind the assassination, including, of course, one that entails that it was all the doing of the Illuminati. But why? The man was near and dear to the hearts of the American people. Well, theorists say that he was asked to invade Cuba, but decided against it, and the invasion was something that was in their favor. So they decided to end him for saying no, literally, as he sat next to his wife. But as we have all heard before, business is business. Some also claim that JFK attempted to expose the Illuminati in one of his speeches, and they decided to plan for his assassination that came 2 years later, to make it look as though it was not related to them whatsoever. Number 5. Hidden messages in Disney movies. The next theory we have is about how Disney movies have hidden messages from and by order of the Illuminati. Childhood ruined? Wait till you hear this. Theorists have shown proof of these messages in films such as The Lion King, Fantasia, and The Little Mermaid. The idea is that we can see a pattern of the various ways they are attempting to be in control. Full control of humanity as a whole. The attempt to destroy the youth by sending hidden messages is definitely a tactic in their book, which is why theorists love using this theory to prove their existence as a community. Number 4. They're shape-shifting extraterrestrial reptilian humanoids. This is a theory that I absolutely love. Some theorists believe that the Illuminati are shape-shifting extraterrestrial reptilian humanoids. Yep, you heard that one right. Shape-shifting reptiles who are also aliens. In 1991, former BBC sports broadcaster David Icke said this live, that he was, and I quote, the son of the Godhead. He then later claimed that there exists something known as the Babylonian Brotherhood. Don't get so nervous, I'm not introducing anything new and complicated. It's just another word for Illuminati, and that they are in control of the world. He also referred to them as the Lizard People, which explains why some are led to believe that they are shape-shifting extraterrestrial reptilian humanoids. Number 3. They run the entertainment industry. Now, this theory I will need you to hold on to your chairs for. Beyoncé was lying to us when she said that girls run the world. It is in fact the Illuminati who run it. And not only that, but they run Beyoncé too. And a few other celebrities at that. Yes, the Illuminati control and run the entertainment industry. Shocker? Not really. It has been proven through music videos and hidden messages in lyrics that stars did not rise to fame by chance, but were chosen for a purpose by the Illuminati. Some even chose to make a pact with the Illuminati themselves. It is not for all they're doing, you know. You can easily identify celebrities who've sold out by their tendencies to cover one eye and make triangular hand gestures referring to the all-seeing eye of the Illuminati. Well, in their defense, what's the point of being in a secret society if you can't brag about it? Number 2, they faked the moon landing. This is another one of my favorite theories because I've personally thought a lot about this. And it is that the Illuminati faked the moon landings. In the early 2000s, a poll found that 27% of Americans doubted the Apollo 11 moon landing really happened. It all started with Bill Casing, a technical writer for the company who built the Apollo program's engines. Casing argued that the astronauts would have suffered radiation poisoning, that shadows in the footage appeared unnatural, and the famous flaw known today, that the American flag was flowing and waving as if from a breeze on the moon. The moon! I mean, it's a basic science fact we've all learned in 6th grade. The conditions on the moon are different than those on Earth. This entails that there would never, ever, ever be any sort of breeze to shake or wave anything as small as a thread, let alone a flag made from much heavier material. All of this led another theorist to claim that Stanley Kubrick had shot the entire thing in a studio, which seems pretty convincing, to be honest. Who's to blame? Is it the government? Is it the Illuminati? We'll leave that up to the conspiracy theorists. Bringing us to number 1, they constitute a new world order. Our last theory is that this community of enlightened ones is constituting a new world order. All of the theories have led us to where we are here and now. If they are founded on the sole idea of control, then they will go to the furthest lengths possible and even more. So, creating a new world order and controlling the world behind closed doors is their way to go. Let's use the theories we've looked at today to have both a detailed idea about who the Illuminati are and the most famous theories that have to do with them. Does this mean that they do exist, or does it mean that they don't? We're not fit to answer that, but we sure would love to hear from you down in the comments section if you think they do exist and what you believe, or don't believe. Thank you, Infomaniacs, for watching Info Junkie TV. We hope you enjoyed today's video as much as we did. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to get notified with our newest videos. Stay safe, Infomaniacs, and we'll see you real soon with our next video.